It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. If you and some of your buddies, family, or friends are in the mood for some paintball, check this out, baby. That's right. Legacy Adventure Park. Holla at your boy. That's right. Legacy Adventure Park, baby. Lockport, Illinois, where your paintball adventure awaits. That's right. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so. We will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, it won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Joining me on the program today is my cat from across the way, Joy James, a.k.a. Double J. Tell the people what you say.
And great breaking news.
Format? Why are we in that format? Why?
I was asking you. I actually thought you had something on the presentation screen.
No, I had nothing. I'm not what I'm presenting. The only thing I'm presenting is this right here. You see, I ain't got my regular water. This right here. Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. Yeah, it's been a You see, I took the label off and everything.
Good thing we weren't inside out, man.
Hey, this is propylene acetylene, baby. This is propylene acetylene, aka moonshine. I'm just letting you know this right. Hey, this will keep your Dodge Charger running all week, baby. Yes, indeed. Let me take a sip. Woo, boy, I'm telling you, I've been on 100 all day. Anyway, tell the people what you say.
Doesn't match our records, Double J, by the way.
Hey, listen here. Leave the rapping to Rakim and Nas. How about that?
No.
Don't match it nothing, by the way, Double J, because I don't know what to say. Hey, this ain't Fat Albert today and all that old other stuff, man. Giddy up, giddy on, giddy gone. Tell them what you say, Double J.
September 23rd is the day you're looking for.
Say again.
September 23rd is the date.
Yeah, I know.
You're looking for.
Yeah,
what
I know.
Day?
Don't match.
Hey, listen. I know. Don't be doing no last minute technical difficulty areas or whatever it is. This is why I say when it comes to time, hello, don't make me go through my soliloquies. Okay. Don't make me do that. Yeah. Anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. You wasting time. He gonna text me at the last minute talking about some, hey man, do you know the TikTok logins?
I mean, just tell everybody. Okay, tell everybody, Barbershop.
Why not?
Just tell everybody.
Shout out to me.
So somebody know it. They can hack our show.
Shout out to me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You gonna text me at 9:28. Hey, do you know the like what, bro?
I didn't text you at 9:28.
Hey, bro.
That's patently false.
Hey, I'm telling y'all
3 and 8 looking pretty similar to you right now, based off of that cup.
Hey, do you see the sweat coming off this boy? This is rocket fuel.
Not at all.
This is rocket fuel. Anyway, okay. Anyway, that's what you do. Anyway, and we got Gully from the CL Lumbus. I'm glad you could join us sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, shout out. Double J, can we get some college football score updates? Hey, did y'all see that play right quick?
What? You ain't even gonna let me introduce myself.
You don't get no introduction. I introduced you already.
Go right into it.
You don't get no right. Why? What you mean? Yeah, we're gonna start the show. Bam, there we go, baby. Yeah. Anyway, hey, what you got? Food on the floor? This dude eating off the floor. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's why I won't let you introduce yourself. You over there eating off the floor. Double J, can we get a couple college football score updates, please?
Absolutely. The biggest upset of the day. Well, we'll leave it up to you. It is an unranked Texas winning the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, I thought you
23-6.
I thought you was gonna butcher that. Red River rivalry.
Yeah, Rutrow. And
Yeah.
speaking of Rutrow, number 7 Indiana goes in to Autzen and wins against Oregon 30-20.
Is that really an upset though?
Yes. If
Based
you think Oregon is elite and all the promo and the colors and the stadiums and all that.
Ask that because that's the operative question right there. That's the $1 million one.
If you think Oregon is elite, you
Oregon
are
is
upset.
Because I don't think Oregon is elite. The uniforms are.
Well, you know, the major win that might have changed everybody's opinion on this, or the results that have occurred since Oregon went into Happy Valley and won. Of course.
Hold it. I need a 20-second timeout. Oregon went into Happy Valley and beat Penn State, right?
Right.
That means what? Knowing James Franklin's track record for however in big games, he's 0 for 9,000.
Well, forget just big games. He has now lost to UCLA and Northwestern.
Yeah, he lost. I saw that game. Lost Northwestern, and whoever that linebacker is for Northwestern, unfortunately, Drew Allegar hurt on that play. But that linebacker for Northwestern was all over the place all day. But I'm saying though, so Oregon beating Penn State, that don't weigh nothing because Penn State don't weigh.
It doesn't now.
Right.
They really don't now.
When does it ever with Penn State?
When they play Ohio State at night.
Oh man. Okay, now that was about 7 years ago though. You talking about when Penn State should have won the Big Ten? Is that what you talking about?
Yeah. You know, yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, there you go.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. We only 7 minutes in. Keep going. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time to walk through this minefield here that you're doing with all these stutters that you keep commenting.
Hey, bro, you don't understand.
But I got you.
Bro,
you got time. You got plenty of time.
Bro, I wrestled a line.
Michigan, our host, beloved Michigan, is losing 21-7 in Southern California.
Okay, here we go.
It never rains.
Labels. Here we go throwing labels on people because I don't ever remember saying I was a Michigan fan or like that. But anyway, Gully, back to you right quick. Don't do that. I wrestled a lion in the Serengeti one time with pork chop draws on. So I don't know what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? I'm fearless. Yeah, there you go. Stop eating off the floor, man. They're going to try to play it off like you coughing. Anyway, Michigan losing right now. DJ Lagway is lagging. I'm just saying. And I'm not no fan of Michigan. I don't have no dog in the fights no more. The Miami Hurricanes were my only favorite college football team until after they lost to Georgia Tech the last couple of years the way that they did. Now, I know, shout out to my cat, Victor Ramirez, who's still hanging on as a Canes fan, but you got to understand something, man. I'm old enough to remember when all y'all was born, okay? I was watching the Canes back in 1980 before it was popular to do so, when you could get a seat anywhere in Miami Stadium for free. Okay, before Howard Schnellenberger, my boy, came on the scene and turned that program around, you understand me? But after the way they lost to Georgia Tech, bro, my fandom ain't for free. I'm sorry. It just ain't. So I'm done. When I say I'm done, I'm done. I don't get back on just because they doing good. And they are doing good right now, but, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them and the whole nine, whatnot. Did you all see that play in the Auburn-Georgia game right at the goal line? Did you see that?
No, sir.
Oh, wow. Really? Oh, man. I thought
some of us are doing, pre-production.
Listen, it's controversial. Did the ball cross the plane before from the Auburn quarterback? I think it was the Auburn quarterback. They tried to do the fumble butt rootski or whatever they calling this, the tush push. I don't know what they calling it now. I don't even like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be pushing on no tushing. But anywho, they tried to do the Eagles rendition of. And then, it didn't really go well. And then the Georgia player ran it all the way back. It was ruled on the field a fumble, but apparently replay overturned it. But I'm saying if you go back and look at the replay and all of the angles, it looked like it should have stood in Georgia's favor as a touchdown because I don't see how you overturn that angle. I don't see how you overturn it even at that angle. Are you looking at it now? Okay, give me some more scores. Let me get some more scores, please.
We'll start with the game you were just mentioning. It is officially halftime, and it is 10-3 Auburn.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. So then well. Oh, you said 10-3. Never mind. Okay. All right. Got you. What about Michigan State? Did they have to kiss the ass today?
Why are you so?
I'm just saying.
Alley-oop
I'm just saying. Layup. That's what Jay do, baby. I'm a hooper. You know what I'm saying? I'll throw no look layups, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Alley oops. Yeah. I'm just saying. What was that score in that UCLA Michigan State game? I know it had to be brutal. Because I already know Miss Alva gonna get hers in, so I'm beating her to the punch today.
Yeah, that final was 38-13.
Oh my goodness! That's to be more careful. Whoa, let me take a sip off the propylene oxidant.
Yeah, I'm with you,
man. Woo! All righty then. Smoking
fire.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Hey, I'm rubbing it in. I'm just letting you know because I already know
the brakes off of them. You understand me? Beat the brakes off of them.
Okay, now that's Miss A. Now that's him putting extra sauce, barbecue sauce on it.
You know what? Y'all are such haters. Y'all snitching. Ooh, Miss A. Oh, y'all added extra words.
Yeah.
No, you seal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take credit for the part I did, but ain't nobody asked you to come in and be in background.
Beat the brakes off of them.
Oh man, stop it. Stop it. Any more, Double J? Come on now. I'll let you boy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Purdue is winning at halftime against Minnesota.
Who is? What happened?
That's right. Purdue, the football team is.
Shout out to Purdue finally.
Doing something.
Whoa, the train is rolling.
Potentially. We'll see.
The train is rolling. Okay.
And Virginia Tech losers to number 13, Georgia Tech, who I think is squarely in the college football playoff picture, as we discussed.
No, ain't no we. Absolutely not. Ain't no we, baby. Ain't no we. I think me.
Me said what?
What? Hey man, don't disrespect your elders like that, bro. Don't do that. There's people watching, bro. Don't do that. Don't make me put my shoes on and walk to your house. Don't make me do that now. You know what I'm saying? I got one left in the tank. I keep telling you I'm saving it because somebody about to get let me hit all the buttons. Let me hit all the buttons.
Big win for Coach Prime at home against
I saw that. State. Yeah, against Iowa State. Yeah, I saw that.
All right. And then number 5, Texas A&M is struggling at home against the unranked Florida Gators. 17-24 they're ahead, but obviously
I was watching that game.
How far into the game is it? Is it halftime?
It's halfway through the third.
Yeah, the third quarter. Yeah, I was watching that game. I don't know if
number 9 Texas Tech somewhat on upset alert possibly as well. Up 4 on Kansas at home.
I don't know if I would call that no. I was watching that game, Double J. I don't know. Texas A&M looked the part. But I called that Georgia Tech. I told you. Didn't we say this last week?
Mm-hmm.
About which
I said?
Which two teams? I said we said it, but I'm the one that said Georgia Tech.
Nah, it's me.
Yes, it is me. No, it ain't you. It's me. It ain't you. It's me.
No I and team, but there sure is a me, huh?
Yeah, dang on Skippy. Yeah, that's how I spell me. M-E, me. Okay, all right. No, because I don't get enough credit on this P-rogram from Ren and Stimpy. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I got to give myself credit. Dang, nabby. You know what I'm saying? I got to buy it and eat it too. Dang.
Well, check your email and then you might get more credit because we might be able to get TikTok people on here.
But you didn't know to log in. You didn't. You.
Like I said,
email. When did you send an email?
Exactly. So did he double check? Did he? So when did you send an email?
Check your email, host.
For what?
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
What did I check my email for?
Check the private chat first, then check your email.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something.
Then you can get the credit from our TikTok fans that I'm trying to reconnect to.
Okay, let me tell you like this, bro. I'm closer to 60 than you are to 27. Just let that sink in.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah, go ahead and try that. Let's take a quick break here, or a long break.
What we need a long break for? People are watching, bro. Don't make me sit off this acetylene, propylene.
You drinking polypropylene? What are you doing?
Daggone right. Would you say propyl? What kind of propyl? What happened? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's right. That's real disrespectful. You got a real bad habit of disrespecting your elders. I can't check my email while we doing a live broadcast. Anywho, Double J, let me get some more scores, bro. Because I'm trying to tell you right now. Hey, Oklahoma ain't what Oklahoma's supposed to be as advertised. Britt Venables defense is, look porous. It did. And I wasn't expecting Texas to win it, but I mean, I ain't wasn't expecting Oklahoma to look that bad either. Am I alone in this or what? Which email am I checking?
It says.
Check the chat.
Okay.
All right. So do you see the show chat right here? The private chat?
Yeah, I see the private. You need the code?
Huh?
You need the code?
Yeah. Now hold on. All right. If you have access to that email, if you're able to look at that real quick, you about to see it.
Just tell me what I need to do, and then when we go to break, I'll send it to you.
All right, cool. Well,
yeah, but in the meantime,
after 9:45, look for something. After 9:45,
it's 9:45 now.
I know.
Basically,
so at 9:45 and a half,
because it's going to expire.
Yeah.
So after 9:45, do you want the code?
Yep.
Why you don't want the code now?
Cause I think they only last for a minute.
So then, why would I wait till past a minute to give you the code now?
See, I didn't understand that he did. I thought they may have lasted like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Do you want the code?
Well, I don't want you to tell the whole world it, but you can put it in the private chat.
I'm done. Anyway, Double J, give us some more.
Wait, what would anybody else do with that code, dude? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, never mind. You know what I'm saying? His eye spy private eye. This guy over here. That guy right there. Yeah.
I'm trying to maintain it. Listen, you call me the IT guy. I'm trying to maintain some semblance of standard. Right. Clearly, I don't know why. Because I'm trying to obtain or sustain some semblance of standards and practices. So I say, hey, man, privately, just send that little thing in the little private chat that we have. Otherwise, you can just put the whole comments on YouTube and
all
Facebook.
Right, Double J, can we get
Instagram.
some more scores so I can tell y'all about Tron Aries? I went to see Tron Aries the other day. Double J, let me get a few more scores so I can tell you about Tron.
We'll go Notre Dame 36, NC State 7, Ole Miss 24, Washington State 21. Alabama wins 27-24 on the road.
I saw that. That was Missouri. Woo-wee. It got real dicey at the end.
And Pittsburgh goes into Florida State and knocks them off 34-31.
Yeah, I saw that too. How many losses this college football season would a team have to have in order to not make the college football playoffs?
3.
So, off the top of your head, how many teams have 2 losses?
I see. I get you.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day,
how many contenders right now
are on the cusp
with 2 losses?
Yeah, because this is all in correlation or relation or relative to, take your pick, that whole college football preseason. And my argument being that is all stuff for pomp and circumstance. It really weighs nothing. It really does not weigh anything. Because at the end of the day, who was ranked in the top 7 that's still currently in the top 7? That
Ohio
preseason
State
ranking is not tried and true, or Ohio State. But we made that's something we all did. We all made the case. Well, no. Let me stop giving y'all credit. Let me keep giving myself credit. Let me do that.
You need all the credit you can get. My credit. Don't worry about it. I need some credit.
So why do I need all the credit I can get, but your credit is bad?
Keep taking mine.
I need all the credit I can get because your credit is bad. Okay,
you keep taking my credit.
Okay, 3 plus 5 is 12.
You keep taking my credit.
I got you. 3 plus 5 is 12. You made me lose my train of thought. You did that on purpose.
See, look at that.
You did that on purpose. Like I was saying,
at this moment, there are no 2-loss teams at the moment of the potential contenders. For example, like looking at the top 25 as of week 7, right? In the top 10 in particular, only Georgia and Alabama going into this week have a loss.
Okay, good looking out. Shout out for that. Appreciate y'all throwing that up. I'm trying to make the case for 2 things here. One, I already said or mentioned that the preseason college football rankings are a farce. I'm just sorry. I believe that. And every year proves that, and especially this year. 2, whoever the defending national champion is, by default, if you want to say that, should be number 1 the following season.
Yes.
I cannot stand, disclaimer, Ohio State football. I'm told you, I used to be a Hurricane fan, and I still on occasion hear about Ohio State beating us in the national championship, even though the yellow flag did come out after everybody was on their way home. Imagine that. Still, I digress and ask. But Ohio State, by right, should have been number one in any preseason poll this season, prior to the season. They won the national championship last year. Every national championship the previous year should automatically be the number one the following year. Period.
Especially because not only did they win the national championship, but I believe there is a final rankings that happens after the conclusion of that game. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's an end of season ranking that happens.
Is it?
Yeah. So
why is that news to me?
So to cement the national champion winning, they still go through the rankings and still rank, like, the finals.
Oh, to nail it shut, so to speak.
Yeah,
to put a lock on it.
Exactly. Yeah. So how does a team end at number one?
But don't begin the season at number one. Wow, there you go. Shout out. I'll give you a button for that. Because I didn't know that. That further cements what I'm saying.
Right.
It's all a popularity thing, man. It's gotta be. Like they want certain teams to be the ones that are being discussed in the court of public opinion because parlays are part and partial to. I'm a pass.
Hey man,
I'm not going to finish that. I'm not going to finish that.
I'd like to take this time. I know we still got more to.
What is a public service announcement?
Nah, to kind of comment the fact that, for all of its controversies.
All of what's controversies?
The BCS sort of kind of had more going for it than people may realize.
Hey, you know what? It makes more sense probably now than it did then.
Yes.
I'm with you on that. I think the BCS, but I don't dislike the 12-team playoff though.
Well, in my opinion, I feel like it should have been 10 teams.
What?
Now, how do you get a 10-team playoff?
Yeah, I need to hear this.
You do like you do in Major League Baseball, right? In MLB. The last two teams are sort of like wild card teams, and they kind of got to put themselves into position. Well, such that perhaps the top 8, maybe the playoff should be the top 8 teams, like they had the 18 playoff, because that to me was more reminiscent of what at the BCS's peak, what it gave. It did make every week in the season matter.
Yeah, but it don't give a team like Georgia Tech, and I don't know who all Georgia Tech beat this season.
Yeah,
but hypothetically speaking, let's say a team like Georgia Tech knocks off, 2 or 3 of your top 10 squads,
right?
But they may have lost 2 games out of conference or whatever the case may be. The BCS don't put them in the playoffs.
Very likely the BCS wouldn't.
BCS, you couldn't have but 1 loss, if that really.
Right, yeah, you can only have 1 loss.
Thing, in the same BCS era, I don't remember what year in particular, Auburn went 13-0 with Jason Campbell as a quarterback and didn't get in.
Wait a minute, was Cedric? Hold on. Cedric Benson play for Auburn or was he Penn State? Was it Auburn? He was a running back. Yeah, Jason Campbell. Yeah. Team, they went undefeated and did not
make the playoff. I don't think or something.
Didn't make the national championship. I forgot how they got.
Yeah, they got. It didn't work out for them the way it should have. Them going undefeated, and that's an SEC team now.
Right.
Okay, explain that. And that was one of the caveats or one of the hangups about the BCS. You know what I'm saying? You could understand a team like Hawaii, Colt Brennan. That was my boy, though, because he was a gunner. He was a slinger. Or Tulane or Boise State. Back then, going undefeated, they wasn't no powerhouse. But the SEC, we're talking about all the way back to Bear Bryant and all of them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? They had long been established as, big dog on the block. That's why it's still conversation now about which conference is better still. SEC, or Big Ten or whatever. You know, that's back then, the SEC, an SEC team going. Imagine Alabama going 13-0 and not getting the whole kit and caboodle.
Right.
Bro, it would have been places. It would have been a lot of foliage set on fire, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it that way. Okay, been a lot of stuff set on fire, but yeah. Double J, let me get some more scores here.
Let's see.
Hey, do you have my You got my pick'ems, don't you? You got access to my pick'ems, right? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Boy, if it wasn't for Double J, boy, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? This guy be eating off the floor, and I'll still be, that guy over there. That guy over there, and I still be wondering what's his propylene? That's acetylene, baby.
I was just rereading about it was Carnell Williams and Ronnie Brown, not Cedric Benson.
Cadillac.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Cadillac. That's right. Yeah, Cadillac.
Carlos
my bad.
Watson, yeah. I mean, listen, that 2014. Not only did they go undefeated, they beat LSU, Georgia, and Tennessee. The thing about beating Tennessee, they beat Tennessee twice in the regular season and beat Tennessee again in the SEC championship.
And didn't make the playoff?
And left out of instead, they went to the Sugar Bowl playing Virginia Tech. So they finished they finished number 3. So I forgot who. Wait a minute, 2005. That was Vince Young LSU. That was Vince Young versus USC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Reggie Bush and them. Yep, Matt Leinart and all
them. So
yep.
How USC and Texas, how they ended up ahead of them, it still makes it won't make sense here. It'll only be political.
Bruh, like I said, how did an SEC team back then, Auburn, no less,
right,
be undefeated? Bruh, show me a season in college football where a team went undefeated and didn't get in.
Central Florida.
Obviously, no, I'm saying SEC. Well,
that would be the example.
Yeah, I'm being facetious, so to speak. You know what I'm trying to say? That's the only example. Bruh, do that in this day and age of social media. Hide the women and children. Hurricane somebody is coming because ain't no pun intended there.
Yeah,
bruh, come on.
And the thing about it is, here's the other thing too about that, right? Which makes it even harder to recognize or harder to handle.
To fathom.
The teams, they were all top 10. LSU was 5 when they beat them. Tennessee was 10 when they beat them the first time. And Georgia was 8 when they beat them. And then beat unranked Alabama. And then they advanced to the SEC championship. So they had to play Tennessee again. Tennessee was 15 at the time, but they won the conference championship and they beat 3 top 10 opponents. I don't know.
And you don't get in.
And you don't get in. Like, all right. So
okay.
So for like I said, let me go back to what I said a few minutes ago. There was a lot that the BCS got wrong. This was one of them for sure.
Oh, however, bro, this one counts for 100.
Yeah, this counts for a lot. Okay,
yeah,
so I'm saying, but in
12.
But to have an 8-team playoff or a 10, like where you have maybe you have a 10 and a 9, they play for the right to get in, just like you play for a right. Maybe 9 and 10 play for a right, or you have like, or maybe the NBA got it right where the bottom 7 through 10 kind of play a mini playoff or whatever to get in. But I don't know. I just think that having a smaller subset of teams, because college football is so big and week by week things do matter, I think that helps. But then again, I could be talking off the side of my neck because I don't know that if what I'm saying were to happen, how do we get Ohio State running the table like they did last year in epic fashion?
Listen, at the end of the day, man, to me, it's still politics.
Yeah.
Politics plays the part, not a part, the part. Because, I'm verbiage now. They call me Grammarly J on that side of town. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the FCS, I don't know what the teams and the amount of teams the playoff formats are in the FCS, but at one point it was 20-something teams, if I'm not mistaken. It might be like 14 or 16, something crazy like that. I'm talking about the FCS, North Dakota State's, who did not Terrence Crawford, who would Terrence, guy that was, the guy that played running back for the Browns. I forget the name of the team. Anyway, the FCS, all of them FCS teams, bro, it'd be about 30 teams in the FCS playoffs.
Yeah, 24 total.
24. So all you need to do is look next door. Okay? Don't tell me you can't figure it out. If the FCS can figure it out, then how come the FBS, emphasize, can't figure it out? It's the politics, bro, and the paper that go along with it. Boosters and all that. Double J, you might want to speak on the booster we have. You know what I'm saying? See how you just donated $72 million for a new train at Purdue. You know what I mean? Just to keep season tickets alive. But I'm just saying, bro, I don't know. A team like Georgia Tech don't get in. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to finish up this college football scores. Double J, I need more scores. Hello. 4 scores and 400 years ago.
I'm waiting for you to give me a second to say it.
Oh, dang. Snappy do. Whoa.
Get him, Double J. Get him.
Whoa. He's saying pipe down there. Ease up, Tiger. Ease on up, Tiger. We're going to take another break, about 30 seconds. Yeah, I need a 30-second timeout after I got chastised and checked.
It's Cade Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah.
Hey, C.O. Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
All right, we back. Okay, give me some more scores, Double J.
All right, we got a 10-7 just kicking off in the third quarter between LSU and South Carolina. So it looks like South Carolina is getting the ball to begin the second half. And then we also have currently in a weather delay, number 18 BYU ahead in Tucson, 14-7 versus
weather delay. It must be a dust storm or something. Is that what it is?
I believe so.
Hey, man, I got caught. My brother used to live in Phoenix, man. I was out there one summer visiting him. Because that's the only thing I can think of, Well, they know because they have monsoons. Their drainage system is not like the most cities, like your northern cities. When I say northern or Midwest cities, like your Michigans, your Clevelands, your Chicagos, and so on and so forth. Their drainage system is really, really terrible. And Arizona, it sits like in a basin. It was weird. But I got caught in a dust storm once, man. Bruh. I'm talking about it went from broad daylight, like 12 o'clock afternoon. And the temperature, when people say dry heat, I don't know what that means. Because, hey, it was 119 degrees one day, bro. I saw the sidewalk crack. I was walking down the street called Alma School Boulevard. Bruh, when I say the heat is the heat, but the people that live there, they somehow, somewhere, they didn't got used to it. I'm not from there. I told my brother, I said, no, I'll come back to visit you, but it's going to be during our winter months. You know what I'm saying? Because I went out there doing your Octobers, Novembers, Decembers, Januarys, February, May. This time in where we at out there, the weather's beautiful. The backdrop is beautiful. June, July, August, September, you can forget it, baby. But I got caught in that dust storm, bruh. I was at the first time I only got caught in the dust storm once. But when I talk about the heat, I was walking down the street. When I got caught in the dust storm, I was driving my brother's. He had a secondary car he let me use while I was out there. And I'm at a stoplight. And I'm, listening to the music or whatever, waiting for the light to change. And I look, I peripherally look to my left, and I see people running on this sidewalk across the street. I'm like, man, what? I mean, they were like this. I'm like, why are they doing it? Then I look to my right, and the people on the sidewalk, I'm like, man, what's going on? And I look in the rearview mirror, bro. All you saw was this dark brown cloud. And when I said get up on you fast, bruh, it rolled in. And it went from daylight to darkness. But my brother said the reason why people were covering their nose, trying to cover their mouth and nose or whatever, he said because if the dust gets into your system, it crystallizes. And it's like knives inside of you, like your lungs and all that. I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. Ain't nowhere I would want to stay on the regular. But if you go out there to, the nice, when it's real nice the time of year or whatever, it's really, 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 the weather is really, really beautiful. and the scenery is gorgeous. But yeah, give me some more scores, please, and thank you.
But yeah, and just quickly on that note, experienced the highs and lows of the temps in Arizona, where it goes from 80 to 60, like the Midwest, except in an hour. And so nobody prepares you for that.
Obviously.
Additionally, was in a dust storm in a convertible in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that was.
I'm sure that helped.
My bingo card was not prepared for that one either. So yeah, I completely agree. They themselves said that was uncommon. So
yeah, yeah.
Nevertheless, it is now still end of the third quarter. Same score for Michigan, down 14 in USC. So it looks like they may take a second loss to
USC
a little earlier.
Michigan. Oh.
And Tennessee escaped 34-31 over lowly Arkansas, the Fighting Walmarts, and
yeah, that was. This guy here. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable.
Right. You said it, Double J.
I had to eat off the floor. I'm just saying. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I get some crumbs in here. Let me sip off the propylene acetylene. Behind that one. So Michigan get their second loss here on the season. But to be honest with you, I didn't see Michigan really as a playoff team this year anyway. I really didn't. The only team in the Big Ten I saw really as a legit playoff contender is Ohio State. Even
in the modern format, if I want to call it modern, in the most recent format,
I didn't see Michigan.
This is right. Last year we had the Big Ten had what, 3 or 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
So even in spite of that, right? So like that's why, in fairness, when you say, well, what has Penn State done? Technically, they were a playoff team just a year ago, and they went to multiple rounds. So you could, if we wanted to play the recency bias, we could say, well, technically, they must have been at least half decent because they didn't just get there, but they actually were capable of winning. Now, this is a fireable offense because they were supposed to come back and have the year that everybody, and this is why we have to kind of wait and see, right? Because I don't know. Somebody was going through Michigan's schedule the other day and laughing about how difficult it is. Oh, it's Cam Newton.
Oh, well, I don't really listen to Cam. I mean, I get clips from folks that send me stuff, but here's what I'm asking you, though. What do the too much is not said about what a team looks like against whom they are playing? Even though Penn State made the playoffs last year, even during their playoff run last year, they did not wow me.
Okay.
They made the playoffs based off of maybe who they played and who didn't play and who lost. And, one of those positional type deals. You get what I'm trying to say? But they didn't look to me. When I think of playoffs, I think of, and I'm just different sport, but the same premise. I think of, that Bulls team that went 72-10 that year. Me and Khalil was having this conversation when he said, Dad, what did you think about the 73 Warriors team and the 72 Bulls team? I said, well, no, I'm not going to compare them. I said, but even I know numerically the Warriors, they won 73 games. I said, but if you look at, I said, bro, that 72-10 Bulls team, now I didn't know they was going to win 72 games that year, right? But by game 30, I said, oh, they going to barring injury, they going to win the whole thing, bro. They was monstrositizing teams. You see what I'm trying to say? The Warriors, they perimeterized teams. They had Steph and all, just in they say outshot teams. They were shooting well from the 3 and all of that. So they looked cute and all of that type of stuff. But I said, Khalil, I don't trust it. Oh, Dad, you hating. Okay. Right. What most folks fails to realize is when I be having these, I don't really have these conversations with people anymore. I'm not saying that I know more than. What I'm saying is I have a larger sample size to go off of. Yeah, that Bulls team was dominant defensively. I'm talking about they were smothering people. When they won 72 games, I was not surprised. When the Warriors won 73 games, I was surprised. Do you understand? The numbers may be right there in similitude, if you would, but the way it played out, it didn't look the same to me. Penn State did not impress me. They have never impressed me because they made the playoffs last year, but how many ranked teams did Penn State lose to, and have they been losing to teams that they should – and if you want me to lend credence to their playoff spot last year, then you can't look like they do all the time, every time, most of the time, more often than not against teams that matter. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody can make the playoffs kind of like by default. Okay, so you won more games. You won 9 games. You can okay, or 10 games or whatever. Okay, yay. So you make the playoffs. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? But if you beat kindergartners along the way, that don't impress me, bro. Beat Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Beat Terrence Crawford and beat Canelo. Then I'm impressed. Meaning, beat the bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed when David beat Goliath. Yes, I'm that old. Yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not impressed if Goliath beat David. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Because and then you make the playoffs. Whoopie-doo. Penn State is overrated with 4 R's, bro. Have been, will be, always was. Okay? I'm just saying, well, we got a comment. Oh, man, we ain't been, comments in a minute here. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's Mrs. A. It's got to be. Oh, my man, Detroit fan, man. Shout out, baby. He didn't. No, he didn't. Can't tell. We talking about Penn State or the Ravens. Detroit fan, man. Excuse me. We ain't seen you in a minute, and you come back with a head scratcher, banger, bang, 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 right on the chin, baby. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, man. James Franklin. You talking about a guy on the hot seat? I don't know whose seat is more hot, his or Kevin Stefanski's. Oh, cue the Jeopardy music.
Nah, I just went down the rabbit hole of points for, points against. When you talk about comparing the 95-96 Bulls to the 2015, 2016.
Oh, that's what
Bulls.
Year it was, 95-96?
95-96 Bulls. Yeah, they
I should
were.
have known that. Well, it's hard to remember that. It's hard to remember that because I was, sales rep at Victoria's Secret at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was selling. Why
would you be remembering anything about basketball?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? My memory is.
But you know about uniforms, though.
Hey. Anyway, go ahead. What'd you say? Hey, I remember when Paul Konerko came in there one time. The Indians was playing the White Sox.
Whoa.
Yeah, Paul. Man, used to be all kind of athletes, man. They was like, man, you work here? Like, yeah. He's like, man, I need to buy my wife some. I was like, I got you, bro. Randy Johnson. Man, I had but I had so many autographs, bro. It wasn't even funny. But I left them when at Mom and Gramps' house, man. You know what I'm saying? And after they passed, man, they tore their house down, bro. And I never went back and got that stuff, man. I had a box full of autographs, bro. All type of athletes used to come through there all the time, bro. And
that's crazy.
I was hooking them up, though. I'm just saying.
For sure.
Quiet. You know what I mean? Go ahead. What'd you say?
Now, the 95-96 Bulls led the league in points scored per game at 105 and some change.
And where were they at defensively?
And they were the third best, or let's say third least points allowed. Only the Detroit Pistons,
you said it right, the Detroit Biscuits. You said it right.
Yeah, only the Cavs and the Pistons had allowed fewer points a game than the Bulls. So basically, the Central Division was clamps for the league.
Oh, no question. Oh, yeah, bruh. In the 80s and 90s especially, the East was you had to work for every point you got.
Right.
That's another reason why I cannot stand when people put on social media them side-by-side statistics showing who points per game, who averaged more points per game. Like that's the end-all be-all to saying which guy was better than, or this guy was better than the other guy. I'm like, bruh, you talking semantics. I'm talking substance. Did you see the games? If you didn't see them, sit your down.
The Cavs was the league leader. Cavs They allowed the fewest points per game.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. I'm telling you, I went to Richfield Coliseum during them playoff runs with Mark Price and Hot Rod and all of them. And I said Mark Harper, no. Ron Harper, excuse me. People talking about Mike was cold in North Carolina, but the people that Mike The Mike that all people adore and got all the adulation for now, talking about he GOAT this and GOAT that. That Mike wasn't really that Mike yet. He was not. When he hit that shot, that's the reason why he was jumping in the air doing like this. Now, again, I ain't taking nothing from him because I seen he was a dog. Dean Smith put it in his hands at North Carolina when James Worthy was an All-American. Trying to say, so don't get it twisted now. Mike was a bad boy. But the Mike that everybody talk about now, he wasn't that Mike when Mark Price and them was going up. The Cavs swept the Bulls 6-0 that season. It's a reason why Chicago writers even was talking about the Cavs was going to beat the Bulls. Because Mike hadn't really arrived yet as that dude. Man, bruh, when I see he went to another level. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? He had to go, it was Herculean. I'm talking about when after it was done, man, Cavs fans were stunned. But after the first moment of being stunned, in the next moment, man, they was giving him an ovation. Bruh, Iverson and Jordan was the two players I seen Cavs fans give a standing ovation to after he came in and waxed us.
Right, came in and beat us.
Because if you're a basketball fan, them two dudes pulled the basketball fan out of you, not the Homer fan out of you. You get what I'm trying to say? He was like, oh man, you can like John Elway. I couldn't stand John Elway. But man, I had to salute that dude. Because you don't do what you did and beat with the Browns and you just gotta, because at the end of the day, every sports fan, no matter who you're rooting for or who your team is, you have to have an appreciation for a guy who can come through or Mr. Inevitable. That's it.
Right.
John Elway was Mr. Inevitable and Jordan was Mr. Inevitable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, period. You know what I'm saying? If you're a sports fan, you got to respect Mr. Inevitable. Okay. But my bad, Gully. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I did.
No,
but
that's all right. No, we don't need to say anymore.
I'm just saying, man.
We good, bro.
If you go back and watch that Warriors team, yeah, they was putting up a whole lot of points. They was doing all of that. Yeah, they had Steph. You know what I'm saying? I still, I don't buy into that greatest shooter of all time, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying my opinion should be the opinion like some of these people who talk about who the GOAT is and GOAT ain't and all that old crap. But the Warriors was, I don't know what they averaged offensively that year. You know what I'm saying? But it had to be ridiculously crazy, man. They was in triple 115, 130. I'm talking about average.
I think it was like 114.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I ain't taking nothing from them, but the style 114. Yeah, I'm saying. But the style of play when Steph and them had they run defensively versus when Mike and them was doing it. Bruh, I ask this question constantly and cannot get an answer. Show me the team in the Today BA whose defense says to the opposition that tonight and every night, you're going to have to show me that your offense is better than my defense. That's how bad defense is now. Back then, man, the Cavs was locking folks up, bruh. And you just said it. We talking about 95, 97. We talking about the Cavs was number one over a Bulls team that had Michael Jordan. And by 95, 97, 96, we all knew who Jordan was then, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. He had already arrived. But put that in perspective, bro. The Cavs were number one defensively?
Yep.
Over a Bulls team that had Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan? That go to tell you what the East was back then, bro. I don't want to hear nothing from you newbie pom-poms, prisoners of the moment, recency bias about who was and who wasn't, because y'all put up because one guy averaged 24.1 points a game and the other guy averaged 23.9 or whatever the case. So that guy with the 24 was better than. Stop it. You're not going to get that off of me. Go to the water cooler with that bull. Excuse me. Let me get this comment. Let me get to this comment. Mrs. A weighing in. Nah, he meant to cut you off, Gully. Oh, right. Okay. Now you want to show up.
Thank you, Mrs.
Yeah, now you want to show up. Hey, next time, show up with them scores in that Michigan State game. That's what you do, Missy Pooh. I'm just talking.
You heard him. You heard him, Mrs. Alba.
Yeah, she heard him. Yeah, she heard
what he said.
She sure enough did. Yeah, she sure enough did. But anywho, I'm just saying, bro. We're going to take another break. And when we come back, this time, we're going to talk about the NBA's new rule, or should I say the new BA or Today BA. Y'all tell me. It don't make no sense either way. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm sick of it.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching The Shop Report.
Hey, C.O. Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
Cleo Miller, former Cleveland Browns, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is the top dog, Hanford Dixon. Listen to the Shop Report.
This is Ernest Viner, and you are listening to the Shop Report.
All right, we are back. Double J, any more scores right quick before we get into some of this NBA talk?
Yeah, worth mentioning that it is now officially tied between LSU and South Carolina midway through the third. So
the Gamecocks.
Hey, settle down.
That's their name, bro.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying, bro. You act like you're a fan of.
Settle down. The
I'm telling you settle down because you act like you're.
It was Gamecocks.
Yeah, but you act like you're a fan. Who you a fan of? Are you a fan of Ohio State, or who you a fan of this week?
The Gamecocks.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, the NBA's new rule, right? The NBA didn't come out with this new rule. This is again.
Yep.
My God.
Yes.
Oh, y'all saw how I started in the chat.
The NBA's or today BA's new rule says a defensive player cannot hit the offensive player's hand before or after the shot. This was previously deemed as quote unquote hot stove contact and will now result in free throws. Before you all weigh in, let me say this. This new rule, in my opinion, is parlay based. No?
Yeah.
Takers? Bruh.
The before the shot part, I don't have much to say about it. You know, making hand contact before the shot, that to me, that is not the issue. The issue is after the shot, right?
Right.
Because
before the shot, it's a foul anyway.
Exactly. So I never understood hand contact before the shot. Yeah. Right. And then, but after the shot, like as Jeff Van Gundy said during commentary one time when he was talking about the plane rule, where you know how like Harden and Dwayne Wade before that would famously jump into a landing defender to draw a shooting foul, and which never made sense to me because he says the player has to, if he leaves the air, he has to have the right to come down. If I raise my hand and I'm lowering it, I'm not affecting the shot anymore at all. Because
the ball is gone already.
The ball is gone, right? And it's on a follow through. Basically, they want people to jump. I'll show you. You know what? I'm gonna show you how they want people to jump. And we're gonna send it out there. How they want people to jump in the NBA. I'm gonna tell you what. If you have a rainbow flag, you'll love it.
Oh my. Yeah, Double J. Yeah. Matter of fact. Oh wow. Did you really just say? Did he just say what I thought he said? Where's Mrs. Alva when you need her? Yeah. Wow. And I'm usually not at a loss for words, bro. And I don't even know I don't know.
Oh yeah, you will see. You shall surely see.
Did I shuffle my papers? Oh my gosh. Whoa, Gully, man. Well, tell them how you really feel. Why don't you? Double J, don't disappear now. You're not. No, absolutely not. Yeah, no. Get back on here. Yeah, get that shot out of here. This is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. But it's because guess what though?
Yeah, when you say it's parlay based, it's got to be because I don't understand what. There is no motivation.
Hey, bro, give me one of them chicken wings. Why you got on the floor? Give me a chicken wing, bro.
These are charting cables, buddy.
Okay, yeah. It look like bean sprouts to me. Bro, stop. Why you got your plate on the floor? If you're going to eat. You know what I'm saying? Do like Kendrick Perkins.
Listen here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't get it, bro. This is beyond ridiculous.
Because what I'm interested to find out is what was the motivation behind exploring this rule. What I mean by that is you already gave the answer, but I'm interested to hear what the excuse is. I'm just curious. I want to be amused at what the excuse is. Where did they find that they say, hey, this will help? Because that's the logic that they want to employ. Like you said, you spoke what it really is. but I want to know what the logic or lack thereof behind them thinking that this is an innovation that'll help. Remember, because all rules inherently, any rule that has been amended or developed is for the sake of improving the game of basketball. Where did they cite a deficiency that this rule will improve?
Yeah.
Did we have a rash of finger injuries in the game last year?
Yeah. Again, I don't know what to say about this except for, that whole talk about the game has evolved. Okay, that's a blanket statement. Don't do that. That's ambiguous. Don't say what it is or what it has without saying why or what it has evolved. What has it evolved into?
See,
garbage.
Right. Because evolution implies improvement.
Exactly.
So change implies simply a difference. The game of basketball has changed. It is not necessarily evolved. No, I'll put it this way. Like you said, blanketly. At a blanket level, I'm willing to say, if I look at the contrast between the way the game is played 20 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago today, I see more change than I do see evolution.
Oh, shout out. Dang, Gully was you're on a roll today.
The reason why I say that,
you better get in there. He got you, one-upped you.
Because the reason why I say that is because, like you and I know, right? We see a lot of one-on-one, a lot of shimmying and shaking and hot dogging and pancaking, whatever you want to call it, from ball handlers.
A lot of wasted motion.
But well, let's just say we see a whole lot of one-on-one individual ball handling, right? As if we don't know who Chuck is. And if I say Chuck, people know who I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about Barkley. Like we don't know who Rod Strickland is. Like we don't know who Zeke is.
Mark Price.
The
first point guard to ever split the double team, bro. Andre Miller. Kevin Johnson.
So these guys, there might be an abundance of these guys, but what we're saying is
they lack substance.
In their day, but in their day, we saw people handling the ball like we do now. We didn't see as much of it, perhaps, right? Because a lot of it was wasted motion. A lot of these guys, what they did, they were innovative ways to make forward progress, because the game wasn't about making you a highlight reel by just yo-yoing you to death.
That's it right there.
Because think about it. Because think about the most famous Allen Iverson crossover. It's not the Jordan one. It's the Stevenson one. Antonio Daniels that he made him.
Oh, yeah.
That was not, he was not hot dogging. He saw him, boom, he got him down, and then he went back the other direction. You know why? Because what he saw behind the defender. He already took care of him. Like, oh, okay, I see him here, but I see the help is coming to the side that I broke this man down on. Let me get the help over to the other side. I cross him over again, and now dude doing this. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That was not even, it wasn't even hot dogging. It was really effective basketball. Point is, like I said, we see a lot more change than we do evolution. This here decries change, not evolution. Because
this just makes you cry.
Yeah, it's offensive. It's offensive. And I'm gonna go back to the bar. Next time I go to the shop, next time I get my locks retwisted, I'm gonna have this debate with guys in the shop that's gonna tell me that, hold on, Double J, what's our marker? 5902. All right, we went 5902, and you know what? I did it this time. I'm gonna hear about this GOAT that's in LA and the competition that he got, and then I'll bring up this rule.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm letting you cook right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you're making, beef ribs, baby, with sweet back baby rib sauce, baby. That's all I'm saying to you. That's right, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sweet baby Ray's, baby.
Like they act as if basketball in the 80s was played like football. Like it was rugby with a basketball, and it never was that. You had a lot more liberty.
Miss Alba got the joke. She said, "Did Iverson go to practice?" He didn't need to. Bubba Chuck, baby.
Hey, but shout out for her knowing who Chuck was.
Hello, bro. At the end of the day, my whole contention has been, and again, I can have these conversations with you all because I have two sons who play or played, and we go back and forth with this. They are 23 and 21 respectively. So they are of this era. I say, bro, we had point guards. I can't even think of the point guard. He didn't even play in the NBA, played for the Harlem Globetrotters. The guy that used to be dribbling around the floor on his getting up, doing all of that. So don't act like it wasn't no ball handling skills, but the ball handling skills in the league, in the era I grew up in, guys could do all of that, but they did it with a purpose. They, like you said, they wasn't dribbling so they could make the Sports Center top 10. You understand what I'm trying to say? They were dribbling because the object was to win. You understand what I'm saying? And defenses were more smothering. Guys came to teams, and this was not just in the NBA. Remember now, your lower levels emulated what you see now. Like you see some of these kids, the first thing they do when they go to the gym, they want to be Steph Curry. Why? Because that's he's set the bar. So he's at the pinnacle. We emulated what we saw then too, at the playgrounds and at the parks and the so on and so forth. You understand? But even if you had a left hand, right hand, it wasn't so somebody could ooh and ah, but the oohs and ahs came from within the framework of what the purpose was. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
What's my line? The game, y'all do you want to finish it? The storyline is creating the game now. Do you understand? Whereas when I came up, the game created the storyline. Playing the game in a manner, and I ain't saying you have to play it the way, I ain't saying my era was better. I'm just saying, bro, it's no way in the world. It irks me to see because what's a point guard nowadays in an era of positionless basketball? Make it make sense. Make up my mind. When a guy will beat a defender, we were always taught, take up the space. A guy will beat a defender, step back, let the defender come back into play, and then take a contested three. But you had a layup. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody want to come on Facebook talking about oh man, he the greatest of all time. You know what? Go sit back at the kids' table. Because what you're saying right now, you're trying to tell me like Common Core math. They brought that, my kids had to deal with that when they was in elementary school and middle school, Common Core math. Oh, we got a new way of doing 3 + 5. Man, if you don't sit down somewhere, 3 + 5 is 8. Okay? Don't be subtracting 8 and carrying the 5 and all of that. Now it's 17. And then
Google who owns your textbooks.
Now hold on. Hold on now. All right, when it comes to Common Core math, I kind of understand what Common Core is.
Yeah, that's why it's not around no more.
No. What Common Core math did was
complicate simple math.
Yeah, because here's what we did, right? What Common Core math was trying to give you the philosophy behind why something makes sense. When we have for generations just told you this is how to do it, and as you expand your mind, it will make more sense for you later.
Guess what? And I get that, but save that for the Pythagorean theorem. I got this, Double J. I got this. Save that for the Pythagorean theorem or pi or calculus or statistics. When we talking about Johnny got one apple and Susie got another apple and Susie gave Johnny her apple. Now, how many apples do Johnny have? We don't need to know the theory behind that.
No, you're absolutely right.
That we don't need to know why that happened. All I know is if I want to know why, I'd be like, Susie, why did you give him your apple? Now you have none. Now you're crying. Okay, I want to know why that happened, but why Johnny got 2 apples and why that explains why he should cut 1/4 of 3/3 and 2/9 and 18/10. Bro, sit your down. Johnny got 2 apples. Okay, he a player. He a hustler. He hustles Susie out of her apple. That's all it was. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? In other words, my thing with that, and I told that to a teacher because my children were having difficulty with that. And I had a meeting with them. I said, with all due respect, because my mother's a teacher, if the student is having difficulty with the information, at what point do we take a look at the teacher? Because you all are trying to overcomplicate something that should be simple. These kids are second, third grade, whatever the case may be. Let them be what they're going to be and stop trying to make them astrophysicists in the third grade. Let them live. Okay? One apple plus one other apple is 2 apples. Okay? What else? Stop trying to make something be there that don't need to be there. That's something that is what it is. Period. If you want to get into advanced physics and all of that, that's what college is for. Wait till they get there. Okay? But stop trying to overcomplicate basic math. Yeah, ridiculous. Just like I say about the hoop game, bro. Stop trying to overcomplicate the situation, bro. You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that, and then that's why all these blowed out Achilles and is happening or whatever the case may be, bro. These non-contact injuries. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be fantastical. It's only one Mr. Reed. It's only one. Okay. All right. That's Marvel's. Okay. Fantastic Four. It's only one Reed Richards. Let him be. Everybody can't be Wolverine and Spider-Man. I'm just saying. All right. Sometimes, you got to be the question. You know what I mean? That's DC. But I'm just saying, though, that's one of my favorite characters, too. But at the end of the day, bro, this rule is garbage. This rule is garbage. But because gambling now is so woven into this fabric of sports, they got to, and this ain't the end, I don't think. They're going to keep coming. They got to keep coming up with stuff to satisfy. It's oversaturated now. You know what I'm saying? Used to be, and I gambled. We'll get to your comment here in a second. Used to be, once upon a time I used to gamble. I don't anymore. Used to be gambling was simple. Hey, man, who you think gonna win? The Raiders? Okay, give me the Raiders. You know what I'm trying to say? I bet you 5 or 10 or 100, whatever it is. Now they got, man, I bet you he tie his shoe before the first quarter. Like, what the? Oh, but he's the last guy since the first guy that shot a jumper when the lights was at 80% in the building. Like, bro, come on now. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all messing with NASA. Leave NASA to NASA. It's a reason why. Mrs. Alva weighing in again, she said, if Johnny ate half his apple and gave Sally his second apple, how many apples does Johnny have? Answer this, Jay. Hey, if the first train left the station at 3 o'clock and the second train left the station at 3:15, how many 15s do you have? 1:15. That's the break we're going to take. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, Miss Alva, don't come over here trying to trip me up. I'm BSJ, baby. Don't do that. Holla at your boy.
The question, though.
Listen, I'm a politician. That's what they do. Hey, man, I like that one. Hey, man, and speaking of liking that one, right quick, I went to see Trine Aries. Me and the Bambinos went to see Trine Aries last time. We went to Valley View Gully, and we caught the 12:05 a.m. show. All right, yeah. By the time we got out, by the time we got out, it was like 2:30. So I couldn't tell you the run time. You do the math. You know what I'm saying? But don't use Common Core, please. None of y'all out there, for all intents and purposes, don't use Common Core. The second one was better. Okay.
You talking about Tron Legacy?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe it was Tron Legacy. I mean, I'm old enough to remember the first one. You know what I mean? Way back in the day. But there's going to be a fourth one. The way it ends, yes, it's going to be a fourth. It's got to be. The way it ended, you just know it's another one coming, right?
I look at Tron like, all right, Tron, the original was novelty, innovative concept, even at the time.
Yes.
The Tron Legacy was, I think, perhaps novelty, but it's like more like the franchise. Like there's revenue to be driven out of it. It seemed to be
right.
And then this one seems to be more like a vehicle to help drive like a whole Tron universe, right?
Exactly.
And when we see that, because we are smarter consumers, for the purpose of consuming the content, we're more adept at consuming the things we like in our culture, like video and film. Many of us, if we're not professionals at making films or at performing, we know what we look for. We know we're more sophisticated at being able to spot trends and tropes and all of that.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that you got a great sense of here's the marketing at play. Like,
man, that's exactly where I was trying to go. You know what I'm saying? It felt more marketable. It's not marketable. Marketing.
It's like in wrestling, we call it smart marks.
Okay, got you.
Us as consumers, we're far more like smart marks nowadays because TV, like you said, TV is on constantly. We're constantly bombarded by it. So if we keep watching it constantly, for as dumb as you think it's making us, we're at least becoming more familiar with what we're seeing, so we can kind of see the marketing at play versus the novelty or innovation that is a story, that is a cast, that is a production. We can see right through that.
Yeah. Seeing the first one back in 1982 or 83,
I think it was 82.
You know, I'm what, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around in there. So I was like, wow, you know, even though we had Star Wars, that was you didn't really, you know, that whole grid and computers and, you know, you probably would be better at talking about that than I would. You know what I mean? That whole keyboard type of thing, whatever that world is. You know, Star Wars was in the stars. You know what I mean? So, you know, but the Tron was different. You know what I mean? Back then, it was like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole world, like you enter the video game, and now it's a whole world inside of the video game type of deal. It's like, dang. And then Tron Legacy, I was like, oh, snap. You know what I'm trying to say? I saluted it because it was like, because there's such a gap between the two.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that's a classic. Because wasn't nobody really doing that's, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by the Star Wars whole thing. Wasn't nobody really doing that. What Tron did then. No one nobody really doing that. I was like, man, how they going? And then Legacy, I was like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? They brought it to the modern day that Tron Legacy did. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. So because I took my sons and my kids to see that then. And it's like, Dad. So what it made them do is go look at the first one.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? This one right here don't make me want to look for a way out. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I will give credit to this though.
Yeah.
Man, NIN, baby. That 9 Inch Nails, boy. That soundtrack.
Trent Reznor.
The 9 Inch Nails did the soundtrack is 9 Inch Nails, bro.
Oh, wow.
9 Inch Nails.
Shout out to Cleveland on that one, right?
Oh man, they get a salute. Man, that soundtrack was, and then we listened to it in Dolby, IMAX, whatever that is.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it was boom, 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 boom. I was like, woo, I got up almost punched Khalil in the side of the head, bro. I was amped. I was like, woo, the soundtrack is off the chart, man. But again, Tron Ares had some, you know, it had some cinematic, it had its moments. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But I'm gonna put it like this: The Predator, okay? I don't think the new one is out yet. Is it out yet? It may be. I'm not sure.
I think it comes out next year.
Oh, is it next year or is it November?
Oh, wait, I could be wrong.
Might be November. I don't know.
Maybe November.
Okay, but when I say Predator, I'm talking about. I love all the Predators, all of them. Well, the one in Danny Glover was in, they could have, but I like the whole Predator idea. But that Killer of Killers, the animated one,
yeah,
bro, I was laying on the floor. We were just all in here chilling, popcorn. This is our movie night type deal. I'm laying on the floor, man, just chillaxing. And the promo for Killer of Killers came on. I sat up. I said, Khalil, get your phone, man. Find out when is that coming out, because I knew it was gonna be a banger. The promo for Tron Ares that had you like, whoa, wow, whoa. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I said, oh, that's Tron. I said, oh, we got to go see it, bro. Yeah. Bro. As we was walking out, I'm glad there wasn't nobody in the little box office. Yeah, I might have went up in there. I want my money back. Because we paid a nice little penny because I went pre-order tickets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sold me. Y'all had me on the promo. Y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't pay $34 million for movie tickets for 14,000 people. Man, come on. You know how much overtime I got to do now to make that up? I was like, y'all got me. I was, I wasn't happy, bro. But the 9 Inch Nails, the sound, I'm giving that a salute.
As soon as we're done here, I'm gonna be taking a listen to that while I do some coding.
Yeah,
it sounds perfect for the atmosphere, right?
Yeah, no, the soundtrack, man, it was one, man. It just, boy, it go hard. It get hit hard. So hey, listen, I'm letting y'all know. Shout out again, man. You know, let me shout out to people, man. Man, yeah, you know, that's my bad. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we not us if it ain't for y'all. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, I seen a review titled Tron Ares is a bad movie, but a great 9 Inch Nails music video.
Hey, okay, so it ain't just me then. It ain't just me. It ain't just me, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I was trying to save it, but it's another one coming. But here's what I don't know. And what you saying that made me think about this. I can't remove whoever the director for Tron Legacy is. I'm willing to bet, I don't gamble, but I'm just saying that it's not the same guy. It's not the same person that did Tron Ares. It can't be.
Okay, Joseph Kosinski is the director of Tron Legacy.
And who was the director of Tron Ares?
Finding that out right now.
Okay, yeah, because whoever did Tron Legacy, that's who should have did Tron Ares.
Joachim Ronning is the director of
Joachim running. Joachim had me running. I'm just saying. up out the theater. Joachim, don't make me. Boy, you got to make me.
Yeah, come on, keep it moving.
It's close. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, but again, if you're a 9 Inch Nine fan, what's so funny? What the?
You ain't hear that what Double J just did?
No, what did he do?
No, don't do it again, Double J.
Don't do it again, Double J. Where are you at anyway? Oh, now you okay? Yeah, right. Okay, this presidential debate. Yeah, but I'm just letting you know now for all the folks out there. If you're a 9 Inch Nine fan, you definitely want the soundtrack. Definitely
9 Inch Nine.
Yeah, if you're a Tron fan, wait for it to come out on sewer service. I mean, whatever they call it, streaming service. Yeah, because it's it's a left lot to be desired. Again, it had its moments, but I was like, man, it took you all over the place and then brought you back and then back down and back up again. And I was like, man, even the Bambinos was like, yeah, it was okay, that type of deal. But I'm just saying, Tron Ares, at your local theaters now. I'm trying to.
Man, I really enjoyed. While we're on movies, you just talked about Predator a few moments ago. I really enjoyed Prey, the Predator movie that came out 2 years ago or last year.
You talking about set in the ancient, not ancient, but the Indian, like the Mayan civilization time?
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that because you got to see, the Predator. Has the Predator developed? Right. And so to be able to show okay, they learn, they get, and then for me, the great sense of realism in that having a, let's say we call them Native American.
I see it that way.
Yeah.
Let me get to this question. Hold your thought, Gully. Yeah. We got a fantasy football question. Shout out to Central Florida VTG. He said he has Bijan, Williams, Genty, Cook, and Montgomery. Who do I trade and what do I trade for and why?
Man, you got to listen. You gave us an equation that requires 3 variables, and you gave us 1. First of all, if you got Bijan, Williams, Genty, Cook, and Montgomery, who else is left to trade for, my guy? You got them all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, he might have answered his own question. It was that another position.
Yeah, what do I trade for? You just need us to you need us to walk with you through it, man. We can do that. First of all, where are you weak at outside of running back? You must have a quarterback issue.
And he says, GOAT early trades.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, bro. Are you in a guillotine league?
That would make sense.
Yeah. I was gonna say he got to be in a guillotine league, right?
He might not be, but like no. So tell us, what's your do you have a defense in this league that you're playing in?
Yeah, we need a little bit more context.
Give us some more. Yeah, tell us about the rest of the team.
Yeah. But in the meantime, Gully, at the end of the day, man, Prey was good. But of all the movies in the Predator series, I mean, the one with Arnold, definitely that set the tone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, the Killer of Killers, even though it's animated, the Killer of Killers is the best one, bro.
Keep playing, Megan. So you don't even get Mrs. Alva.
I know two people who are no longer in one of those leagues. I already know I'm out. I've been out. You know what I'm saying? Because when it come time for me to pick who I'm gonna play and all that, that's cutting into my nap time. I take Metal Music for a regular. I don't know what y'all talking about. He weighed in. He said Goff quarterback, JSN, Worthy, B. Thomas, J. Williams.
You could try to see. Okay, so here's where he had the best roster on draft day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had to.
He must be running into some. Go ahead.
Hands down.
He says the league I play every year with two people I know, then randoms.
Gotcha. Okay. You got some bye weeks coming up that you got some problems with, I'm guessing. Is that the issue?
He said it's a hard league.
You got everybody.
Yeah.
Look,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Outside of JSN, he's probably struggling with the second receiver spot because Brian Thomas Jr. hasn't been consistent, let alone that great considering where he was drafted and at least at ADP. And then JMO is for the most part an afterthought too. And then Worthy obviously almost sunk my ship, and actually, well, didn't he almost, end your guillotine league week 1, Gully?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, and on that note, Mrs. Alva said, I will because I am still in, Gully. Oh, shout out to Miss A. Miss A still in the guillotine league. Yeah, I already know I'm out. I've been out.
So I would honestly, I would probably start looking at the receiver position, but
he said, I can't get St. Brown or London. Who do I go for sleeper?
I think,
man, listen, what you need to do all them daggone running backs you got. You need to play them as your defense, your kicker, and your special teams and everything else. You got all the running backs that's in the league.
PPR league, I trust. I shot that out there. I wait for him to bring it up.
Right, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but that Killer of Killers, bro. It's
so as an animated movie, it's
bro, it's off the charts. It's off the charts.
So wait a minute. So have you seen Spider-Man? Any of the Spider-Man animated?
Yeah,
Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, the Miles Morales is that's
so is all right. So I know that they're
I don't do that. I'm not shooting. No, don't do that. Don't put me on the spot like that. No, absolutely not.
So I can see because here's the deal. I gotta see the Predator movie now that you're talking about it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Across the Spider-Verse is one of my 5 favorite movies of all time. When I look at my 5 favorite movies of all time, that is in there. That movie was as complete a film as I have ever seen. And animated films can be cute. Animated films can be funny. Animated films can have some sense of can have some
they can have you crocodiling.
You
know what I'm saying? All that old good stuff.
Toy Story 3, the end of the Toy Story 3, The Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven, all the movies.
Yeah, Mater, all of it. Yeah, I'm with you.
Right. But Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse hit all those marks.
Yeah, no, it did.
So I gotta watch this.
Are you asking me? You're trying to bait me into saying which one is better. That's what you're trying. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
With you. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch this. The Predator, the animated joint.
Killer of Killers. Listen, I'm trying. If you Look, I can't even get it out. Let me get to this man's question.
All right, PPR.
He said, this man had me rolling. Yeah, he got me rolling too. He said, PPR.
All right, so
then he's asking, do I shoot for Olave, Wilson, or Chase?
Double J, what you think?
Are you still feeling the same way a few days later about the Flacco?
Or maybe, hey, I'm telling you right now,
bro, he's got enough tools to grab Ibuka. It's just
then get Ibuka.
Go for it.
Yeah, go Ibuka.
That's the only concern that I have.
Say again.
What?
My issues with. Do you still feel the same way about Flacco a few days later?
What you mean?
Of course I do.
Is he going to be able to get Chase the ball?
Man,
I think so.
Listen, hell, hey.
I think so, bro.
I
think so. I think so. Listen,
bruh.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I think so. We're about to say that Flacco is gonna look as bad in the Bengals jersey as he did in the Browns jersey. When he didn't, well, the Colts last year struggled altogether. But we're going to say Flacco's going to look terrible in the Bengals jersey because he did in the Browns jersey. While we also know that the Browns have a tough time offensively altogether. And the problems did not rest on the fact that Flacco was slow and immobile at 40.
Hey, and I'm telling you this. All of that is irrelevant, with all due respect, if Ibuka is out there and available. Because there's no better combination out there right now than Baker and Ibuka. There is none.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There is none.
There is none. So
there is none.
Yeah.
If
right.
you can get Ibuka,
listen, man, I'm rooting for Baker to win MVP. I feel like he on his way.
Bruh, I am too. But right now, Ibuka, and let me say again for the record, 1,800 million times. I hate Ohio State football. I cannot stand Ohio State. I detest it.
Yeah.
But them wide receivers in Jigba.
Wide receiver you.
Hey, I'm a football fan first.
Yeah.
Ibuka? Man, are you kidding with Baker Mayfield? Bro, I don't care who you don't mention nobody else.
Yeah. So you hear it, right? Go out, try to go get Ibuka.
Yeah, if you can get Ibuka, you get Ibuka. Do we get Super Bowl Joe? I don't know. The jury is still out. You don't know. Because you could, listen, put it like this. The thing that most people, when they talk about, we'll get to that. We'll answer that in a second. The thing that most people are not talking about with Joe Flacco, this current version of Joe Flacco, in my opinion, that people are not really discussing, not enough of anyway, is that if you watch moments with the Browns here, the last couple of games before he got jettisoned, he did not trust the offensive line. Conklin and all them guys hurt. There's inconsistency along that line, the offensive line, right? And he was rushing stuff because he felt the rush getting at him. Tell me where the Bengals offensive line is better. Because if it was, then Joe Flacco wouldn't even be in Cincinnati because Joe Burrow would still be standing.
You have more trusted targets.
Bruh, Joe Burrow had the same targets.
No.
Bruh.
No. Bruh. You have more trusted. No. You have more trusted targets with the Bengals offense than you do with the Browns offense.
I don't care. I'm telling you the offensive line is the key. In both cases, the offensive line or the inefficiencies or deficiencies, at offensive line are the key in both cases. You can't look at nothing else outside of the trenches in either case if whatever's going on in the trenches, it stinks.
What I'm scared for as a fan of Joe Burrow is that Flacco looks serviceable with this same Bengals offense. And I'm saying with all that wisdom that I think Flacco has and that new lease on life that he has, my concern is that Flacco is going to make people question Burrow from the perspective of he's going to be serviceable with the Bengals because the reason why is because he's staying in the AFC North. So he knows what to look for. And he knows what teams he's playing against.
But here's the thing, the caveat. He know all of that, but do he have the time?
That's what I'm telling you. He ain't
gonna have the time.
Again, what I'm telling you is I'm concerned for Burrow that Flacco's going to be serviceable. at this position.
First of all, Joe Burrow been in the Super Bowl, right?
So it's Flacco.
I'm not making that comparison saying he ain't. We know that Joe Flacco won one.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm saying Joe Burrow been in the went to the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
Okay. After that Super Bowl run,
yes.
How often has he been injured? And how after that, once you answer that, and the injuries in the how often they happen came as a result of what? We've seen Patrick Mahomes struggle in the Super Bowl because both of his tackles was done. We're talking about guys who get down and dirty at that position and who have been known to do well at that position, but ain't nobody doing what they need to do at that position if what's in position in front of them ain't in position. An offensive line and a terrible offensive line or an inefficient offensive line can make Joe Namath can make the best of them look crappy. Whose offensive line, Double J, PFF guy, tell me whose offensive line rated better and all of that according to them Pro Football Focus and all of them type of people.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals offensive line stinks.
Well, correct.
Joe Flacco might look good in a moment because he all new to the whole thing or whatever it is. But guess what? The honeymoon period for Joe Flacco in Cincinnati gonna end as quick as it did in Cleveland with that offensive line because that's the common denominator. That's the common denominator amongst any quarterback. I don't care if you wanted a Hall of Fame type quarterback or Jeff Hostetler. When the offensive line is crappy and playing crappy or missing guys, then them guys look average. Patrick Mahomes.
To your point, Barbershop Jay, just quickly here on this graph, you'll see, on a short week, Flacco's obviously got a very limited set of plays and concept he's going to be able to run. But then also that offensive line ranks 28th in pressure rate allowed.
Bruh, if you don't, let me ask you this, Gully. And you have a great point, but I'm asking you this. If you don't, do you not think that Joe Flacco going to be running for his life? And he is nowhere near as nimble at 59,000 years old, Abraham Lincoln style, as is Joe Burrow.
Well,
there you go. Eat off the floor.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Central Florida said, who do I trade away without giving away an ace later in the season?
All right, here's the deal, man. You can't think about going in life, making this investment, right? If you feel like you got to pull the trigger now, yes, it's possible you might give away an ace.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, right, guys, look at this here. The pass protection ratings, the composite score.
So so his situation don't change.
Well, it got worse.
So look, his situation don't change.
Yeah.
Like I said to you, his situation doesn't change. However, I don't believe that his offensive weaponry has improved with Cincinnati or not.
Yes, but
okay. So if it did,
yes. Listen, but guess what? Though,
but hold on, boy.
Hold on.
If it did,
hold on.
If it has,
well, you tell me. This is your run block and pass block. There it is.
Gully,
it got worse, folks. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it literally statistically is worse,
bruh.
And wait a minute. This is as of when?
As of week 6.
Okay, now and they're looking at pass, but so they're looking at stats that don't show up in like sacks and pressures, or are they looking? Is that it?
I don't know.
I gave you that number already. That they were 28.
Okay, Gully. Here's what I'm saying to you, and shout out to Jamie Guerra. Jaime. Dang. I butchered that. He said he giving Double J credits and he pulling up the graphs. He pulling up graphs on you, baby. He pulling up graphs, baby. Shout out. But what I'm saying, Gully, what I'm saying to you is, yes, that you're overstating the obvious. We know that Jamar Chase and whoever else, they still got T. Higgins? I don't even know. Okay. They don't have Tyler Boyd no more, right?
Wait a minute. I think that was a big deal. They re-upped on Higgins.
Okay, whatever the case may be, it's a humongous upgrade where he had in terms of the skill positions in Cincinnati versus the Browns. Who the Browns got? Lawyer Tillman from Auburn. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Who else they got? So we know that. But does Jamar Chase play quarterback? No. And let's be real. And I'm just saying, why is AJ Brown pouting? Because at the end of the day, these guys, when you have them on your fantasy rosters, they cannot give you any protection unless the guy who's throwing them on the ball is producing. Jamar Chase is a humongous upgrade over whatever the Browns got. But if you ain't getting the ball, he's the equivalent. Right now, Jamar Chase got more tackles than who? Come on, bruh. All I'm saying is, yes, we know that Jamar Chase and whatever Cincinnati got on the wide outside is an upgrade. We know that. But if Joe Flacco don't have time to get them the ball, then how effective is Jamar Chase more than Cedric Tillman? Why is Kansas City clamoring for Rashee Rice to come back and was clamoring for Worthy to come back?
Well, that's a different question.
No. I'm throwing it out there for a reason. You need both to work in conjunction with one another in order for the individuals to look like they do individually.
Right. All right.
That's what I'm driving at. You see what I'm saying? In other words, though, together they are key components to each other.
Right.
When you don't have the one, what good is the other one?
Got you.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Jaime, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, listen here, Jameis Winston. The Bengals are better off getting Flacco. They know that because Jameis Winston, if he don't do nothing else, he gonna let Jackson Dart. He gonna do two things. One, he gonna let Jackson Dart stick his fingers in his mouth. I still can understand that. And two, he gonna keep both teams in the game. Jameis is. Flacco will throw a pick six. Winston will throw a pick 66. I'm just saying. Okay. No, they know better than that. They said Flacco looks good at practice already. They need a fresh face in there. Yeah, okay. Whoever they are, you know what I mean? They're gonna say all of that to make them think. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. Listen, too much emphasis is placed on this type of stuff in order to.
Man, if that dude go 32 for 34 with 3 touchdowns and 300 yards pass.
Yeah, well,
I'm saying, like,
yeah, bro, and yeah, if like, and I'm gonna say something else about if the lady across the street had a mustache, she'd be somebody's uncle. Man, my God.
No, she just might have too much testosterone. That's all.
Yeah, and she'd be somebody's uncle.
Listen, barbershop.
Yeah. Hey, what you looking at me extra like that for? You trying to say I'm somebody's auntie with an extra mustache?
No,
this dude right here. That's what you trying to say, bro. Yeah, thank you, Double J. You trying to say I'm looking like somebody's auntie with an extra mustache? That's so disrespectful. You're gonna keep disrespecting somebody that got an AARP card, bro. It's people I can call. They send them to your house. Okay, ICE. Just saying. Yeah, don't get twisted, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, check the chat, barbershop.
I ain't checking no chats, barbershop.
Yeah.
I ain't checking no chats. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me clean my glasses. Let me clean my glasses because you kind of because you're looking like an illegal right now. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on the phone here.
Man.
Let me get on. Oh, it's upside down. Let me get on.
Yeah, see,
that's
on exactly phone. Right. You know me. Get out of here.
Yeah. Why am I checking the chats right now? Yeah, I do know who you mean, but I don't know who you mean. You're talking to me.
You ain't lying.
Okay.
You're lying.
The case may be. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you right now, though. Right quick before we take another break, right quick, and then we get to our Week 6 NFL pick'ems. I want a couple movie recommendations. As soon as we're on the subject of movies, right quick.
A Few Good Men.
You can't handle
1992. Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson.
You can't handle the truth. Antitrust. Did you ever see Antitrust?
No.
Old school. Yeah, yes. I'm throwing old schools at y'all. I'm throwing hitters. Antitrust. You never saw that? Ryan Felipe? Tim Robbins? Oh, this dude. Oh, Double J, you saw Antitrust?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're my age doing a show with people their age. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, wank wank. Yeah. And then the other one is Spare Parts. George Lopez.
Yeah, Spare Parts.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, for all y'all out there, let me shout out to the peoples again. You understand me? Yeah, there you go. That's right. Yeah, it's an emergency for both of y'all. Let me shout out to the people right quick again. Because if it's not for you, there is no us. You know what I'm saying? We are of the people, not above the people. That's why it's called the Shop Report, baby. Sports commentary from a barbershop perspective. We just take the real and bring it to the real, as in movie. You get what I'm trying to say? Shout out again, baby. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to get to our NFL Week 6 pick'ems. Holla at your boy.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making up my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I had come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
That's right. You want to get them cookies, go to eddiegscookies.com on Amazon and tell them the BSJ sent you for some of them snickerdoodles, baby. You understand me? And oatmeal raisins is pretty good too. All right, our NFL Week 6 pick'em is about to be up, but let me say before we get to it right quick, you understand me? Any picks that you all make, please do. I'm just making picks for fun. It's not me for purposes of gambling and so on and so forth. So please don't make no picks based on what I say and then put it down on the parlay and then you don't get paid. All right. And then you can't, because I can't afford to have nobody showing up at my door. You know what I'm saying? Seriously? That's what we're doing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's Double J. That laugh track, that's too long. Okay. Can we do the show, man? My God. Thank you. My gosh. Thank you. Shout out for that. Anyway, our NFL Week 6 pick'ems. Here we go, baby. Bring it to the stage. All righty, Dan. Double J, I'm gonna need you to handle the comments, of course, because I got to highlight. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Blow my.
I got it. I said,
who the hell got it? What?
I got it.
Okay. All
Browns,
right.
Rams, Cowboys.
First of all, settle down there. Ease up, Tiger. Double J, that's not you. You missing. You got to scroll down. Scroll down.
No. There's all three of them there. He only do 3 at a time.
No, he ain't doing 3 at a time. No. Okay, no. Is that the first game? That's it right there?
Okay. He started the first game.
Okay. What happened? Well, you about to catch these hands. That's what you wanted. You cruising for a bruising. I see that right now. I had a little something sipping off the sipping.
All right.
What's the line in this one, Double J?
One second.
I mean, don't say it all at once. My gosh.
It is 7.5 for the Broncos.
Woo!
Over under 43.5.
Dang, man. Do the Jets finally get off the schneid? I feel
not
bad
tomorrow.
for Cleveland. Yeah, I don't think so either, man.
Well, wait. And they're playing in like Germany or Peru or something.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
You said they playing in Germany, Peru. I didn't know Germany, Peru was a thing. Oh my God. Double. I mean, this guy Gully over here making up. You making up locations on the globe. I mean, is that what you're doing?
Listen, it's Germany, not going to be in New York. I just know that it's not going to be.
But say that then. This is not Germany, Peru. Like you trying to sound like the most interesting man in the world. You know what I'm saying?
I said Germany or Peru.
You said Germany, Peru. Dos Equis.
Yeah, no, Germany, pause, Peru, implying a comma because you don't say comma whenever you need a comma. So if I wanted to say this, that, and the other, I don't say this comma, that comma, and the other comma, as if I'm using the Oxford comma, which comes before the third in a series of commas.
Well, don't make me come over there. I'm just telling you, let you know right now. Give me the Broncos.
Camellia.
All right, boy, George. Give me the Broncos, straight up and down. All right, Rams at the Ravens. Lamar's not playing in this game. Oh, and let me remind y'all, anybody out there making your picks regardless, please, if you're a gambler and you're making picks, please do so off of who's active or inactive. Not nothing we doing here. Again, let me just remind you. All right. But again, for the Ravens.
Pick the Ravens?
No, slow down there. Let me do this. Is Lamar Jackson playing?
No.
Give me the Rams. Hey, and listen, and this one right here in the stunning upset. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Give me the Carolina Cowboy Panthers. That's right. Hey, Double J, you don't even got to tell me. Let me guess now. I bet you the line is closer than what most. Dang, I almost bit my couldn't get it out. I bet you the line is
time, buddy. It's about that time.
Yeah, show is. Hey, Metamucil is calling me, baby.
His bottom lip.
Hey, listen. Hey, let me keep telling all you young whipping snappings. I don't have no problem being older. You understand? I'm trying to tell you, all these dude gonna tell me on Facebook. They talking about some. Yeah, that sounds like somebody. Double J, don't do that. He gonna say that sounds like something somebody old would say. And I'm like, okay. He gonna say that sounds like something somebody old would say. And I said, first of all, how you get here? It had to be somebody older, number one, too, right? You trying to say? Right. And then number three, you just keep on living. That's what all you young whipping snappers do. But yeah, give me the Panthers. But I bet you the line is closer than most people might think. Yes or no?
That's correct. It is a solid 3 right now.
Bam! I told you, shout out to Jay, baby. You know, I got to give myself credit because I surely don't get none from the peanut gallery. Give me the Panthers, baby.
Well, now I'm going to remind you that CeeDee Lamb, I believe, is still out. I think Turpin may also be out. I don't know.
What did you just say? What did you just say about when you're making your picks? What did you just say in the previous game about making your picks based off of who playing?
I'm making this. I'm talking about to the people that's listening and watching. I'm not talking about for me. I'm making my picks because I ain't got them all. All right, over there, boy. You better get your NFL profit. That's what you better do. Again, don't look at me crazy. I said to the people out there that's making picks and selections and stuff, and they're on parlays, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get paid, do it off the actors or the inactors. Me, I'm just here for the it's and giggles. This dude right here, boy. Yeah, give me the Panthers. Up next, the Cardinals at the Colts. Man, Daniel Jones has been balling.
And it looks like Kyler Murray may not play also.
Oh, the Kyler Murray experience is over. It's over. Ask Marvin Harris.
Honestly, guys, do you remember how they added a stipulation in his contract? And we kind of were all against it at first about him watching film.
Yeah, because it looked like he'd been having too many Jamarcus Russell moments.
No, I mean, that hasn't changed. I watched a particular play myself and saw that he didn't adjust the line or even make the read that he was supposed to.
Got obliterated.
And he got absolutely, that's the play, Gully. I'm not even joking. Yeah, that is the one.
Yeah, well, Well, it's something to be said for doing your homework.
Man.
Didn't you graduate from high school? You don't graduate from high school even without doing some homework. Okay.
That was
And you
just
definitely
like-
don't go to Purdue without having done some homework. So if you ain't doing your homework, then you get that work.
Right.
Yeah. Give me the Colts. I'm taking the Colts. What's the line?
Now, hey, hold on, but real quick before you go on, why do you say the Marvin Harrison experiment is over with too?
I said the Kyler Murray experience is over.
Oh, you just
experiment or whatever.
Yeah.
Because ask Marvin Harrison, he one of them Ohio State wide receivers that coming out is the reason why he got drafted top 5, I believe.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And he ain't who hears from Marvin Harrison? It might be some leagues out there that got Marvin Harrison that didn't shelved him because of Kyler Murray. That's all I'm saying. See, you know what I mean? Kyler Murray experiment is over. Scroll him up, Double J.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just to confirm though, that line is 9.5 for the Colts.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Man, this Seahawks Jaguars, that's gonna be that line gotta be, I bet you it's 2.5 at best.
Let's find out. Seahawks Jags is 1.5.
Oh, okay then. All right then. Okay then. Jay is in the ballpark, baby. Hey, right quick, give me the score. Cubs Brewers. What's the score?
Let's find out. That
See, y'all got y'all my
3-1 over.
What?
Milwaukee wins 3-1.
Oh, Snappy Dude Jackson, because you know we got to talk about the AL. Because I picked the ALCS. I picked it. Shout out to me. I picked it.
You picked the Elks.
Okay. Now here we got this dude from Utah. Okay, he's from the Navajo tribe.
Now you got to pick the Nilks.
Okay, let's go.
To his point, real quick, on that graph I showed with that run pass blocking, the Jags look legit based off of the stats.
I don't care about the stats. I know what I shout out to Friend Keel. Put that back up so I can shout him out now. Friend Keel, baby. Let's go, Jags. Just shout out again, baby. Frankly, is that what that was? Oh, okay. Anyway, no offense. I be butchering, but it don't be on. It don't be
like you
intentional.
said better.
Yeah. Okay. I don't care what the graph look like. I know what the Jags look like when I watched them last week. Okay. The eye test is the best test for me. Sorry, not sorry. Seahawks ain't no joke though. Sam Darnold, you know what I mean, looking like he might be more than a boy hit wonder.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm taking the Jags, man. At home.
Are we going to see more of that now?
What?
With some of these guys that have been kind of written off, getting a second chance in a better circumstance?
Well, hold up now. Wait a minute. Let's go back to the show we did 6 years ago. Remember now.
6 years ago.
2 things we know for certain and 18 things we know for sure. Not every student learns at the same speed as others, right?
Right.
And then 2, even though today's society and this instant gratification mentality, if you would, everything because 24-hour program, like we talk about TV, or everything's happening right now. It got to happen right now, happen right now. You really can't truly assess or evaluate a NFL player, if no other, until at least 2 or 3 years down the line, bro. The NFL is a different beast. It just is. These guys come in the league in their rookie year, then all of a sudden, they better than ... in the court of public opinion. Because everybody's prisoners of the moment. But what it looked like is, it just took him a little bit longer to develop. I wasn't sure because he was in Minnesota, right? Yeah, Double J Cuz. Okay, shout out. He was in Minnesota. Now, it could have a lot to do. I never discounted coaching. Never. I just said you need the combination of both in order for the whole totality to be successful. But maybe Kevin O'Connell, because a good teacher is not somebody, in my opinion, who it's not about input. It's about what you pull out. And he could have got over there with O'Connell, and O'Connell had him looking at things in a way that whoever before him didn't have him looking at.
Right.
You understand? And now that becomes habit. So no matter whose system you in, you're going to have some type of success because He's really doing the same thing, Darnold, is that he did in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He looked the same. So shout out to Kevin O'Connell, not Kevin Stefanski, Kevin O'Connell.
Thus far, his completion percentage is slightly improved.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. And I don't know who the offensive coordinator is in Seattle. Did he work with Kevin O'Connell at some point? I'm just saying, man, Kevin O'Connell could just be a good teacher. Bro. And and every time we talk NFL, I have to mention this at some point. To me, the standard was set by Bill Walsh in my lifetime. I don't know about Lombardi and Paul Brown. Shout out to them. They were well before my time. You know what I'm saying? But Bill Walsh who didn't know who Joe Montana was on the college football scene in the late 70s? I even knew who Joe Montana was, right? Bill Walsh had a scout to go, because even though you see a guy on TV, you still want to see up close and personal. Remember, we talked about how even like an NBA game, for instance, you watch it on TV versus watching it in person. It's a big difference. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You sent the scout to scout Montana. And the scout called Jones like, hey, you need to come see this for yourself. Walsh went and saw, I don't know how many games that, he sample size game, maybe 2 or 3 games. He went to a couple of games or whatever it is, so he could just be sure type of deal. But he went and sat in on some of his games. Because at that time, the Super Bowl game or the flu game or whatever it was, not Jordan's, but Montana had one at Notre Dame where he came at halftime and they gave him some chicken noodle soup or whatever. It was cold on AstroTurf, that type of ice and all that type of stuff. And he came out and led Notre Dame to a comeback win. Look it up. Walsh said, I already had an offensive system in place and in mind and in place before we even ever thought about drafting Joe. He said, but when I saw him for myself, he said, I scrapped everything I had done up to that point, and I knew I was going to create my offense around him. Thus, the West Coast offense was born. The good coordinators, play callers, coaches, they may have their system, but the best ones take what's in the cupboard and make something out of that. You get what I'm saying? Kevin Stefanski, I have proof, and I'm not going to even put it out here like that. I'm going to say it this way. I know for a fact, not excusing or condoning what he did, but when Deshaun Watson was acquired by the Browns, he got with Stefanski early. Because if you go back through the annals since he's been here, it was a couple of reports out there, but they kind of came and went. Him and Stefanski were at odds because the way it went down, Watson was like, look, here's some of the stuff I like to do at Clemson. Here's some of the stuff I did in Houston. And Stefanski was like, no, we're going to do this is what we're doing, what I'm doing. And that can have more hindrance to a guy than helpful. I guarantee you that. The Andy Reeds, the McVays, even the Dan Campbells even. They listen. I don't care what job you work at. The good supervisors, okay? Let's put it in layman's terms. The good supervisors are successful because they go to the people that they're getting ready to supervise over and they say, hey, listen, what you like? How do y'all do what you do? And then they incorporate. Double J, don't do that. You look like you're eating off the floor. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So, yeah, Sam Darnold doing what Sam Darnold doing. And cut it out, Double J. Gully, I can see that on the screen. That ain't even in the chat. You put that in the regular thing. This dude
it is in the private chat, bro.
It ain't in the private chat, bro.
It ain't absolutely in the private chat.
It is not.
It's time to go. If you can't flip a tab and see that that's in the private chat, it's time to go. It's been fun, y'all, but we got to run. Yo, check us out on take a long sip.
All right. I'm thinking up the propofol. I mean, the Protoline or whatever this is I got.
Whoa.
The point I'm making is, bro, Sam Darnold could finally be breaking through, but he'd been in the league already, 3 years? So this is 4th year, maybe?
What, Sam Darnold? No, this is his 8th.
It's his 8th?
Yeah, remember, he was the Jets quarterback for like 4 seasons. At least 3
No,
seasons.
he wasn't, bro.
Sam Darnold, yeah.
No, he wasn't, bro. I ain't buying that. I ain't buying what you're selling.
Listen,
anyway, I'm taking the Jaguars.
Don't ever bring,
what's the line, Double J?
Please, don't ever drink any of that drink ever again on this broadcast.
Yeah, okay. It smells like agua, but it's having an effect like, dang, propylene, baby. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I'm about to walk to the store.
And
in the house shoes and the
anyway,
bathrobe.
Actually, if I'm gonna do that, no shoes at all, bro. I'm stay grounded. I stay grounded. Give me the Jaguars. Double J, what's the line?
The current line for the Jags game is 1.5 for the Seahawks, actually.
Give me the Jaguars anyway. Sunshine down there playing like sunshine, baby. Give me the Jaguars. Hey, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Why are you saving it? We still got picks. Oh, this guy right here. Chargers and Dolphins. Do we need? I don't even want to know. I don't even care what the line is. Give me the Chargers. Because Tua toned the ball
Does
over.
it matter to you that they're on their third string running back?
Bro, Tua turned the ball over is done.
All right.
What about McDaniel?
What about McNugget?
As his coach.
You know what I'm saying? What about McNugget?
No, seriously. Like, what do you think about McDaniel?
Him and Kevin Stefanski going to Cancun very soon. Yeah. Say that again, buddy. Steelers, Browns. Woo wee.
Joe Hayden says that we in for the upset. We in.
No, he didn't.
He did.
He said the Steelers, bro. He said the Steelers.
He did say the Steelers.
He said the Steelers, bro.
With him and James Harrison.
Nothing.
All that Browns that he was wearing on the podcast, he said
I don't care.
The Steelers.
Go back and double check and fact check it and give me it back to me on Sam Darnold. How about that? Okay. What's the line? What's the line, bro? Browns, Steelers.
Flat.
5.5. Steelers are favored.
The Browns want to walk into Pittsburgh, man. With Dylan Gabriel. Oof.
That don't strike y'all as odd. 5.5. That's odd.
It's a rivalry. And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but it ain't the Red River rivalry.
I think an upset is brewing.
Bruh, listen. Okay, and I'm with you on that because it's the Brown Steelers and stuff like that has happened.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm hesitant. But here's the killer part. You get rid of Greg Newsome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know Greg Newsome wasn't really lighting it all up like that or whatever the case may be. But you're going up against Metcalf.
Huh.
Why you ain't wait till Tuesday? I don't understand what the Browns doing. And because of that, bruh, because I asked them when I was out at the facility, man, cut me in and cut it out. So for that alone, I'm picking the Steelers.
All them people.
All what people?
All them people that listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, they go listen. They ain't got to. They don't have to. This is my pick. They don't have to listen to me.
You don't understand, man. If you don't switch that thing to the Brown, if you don't switch that thing,
I don't think we're going to be somebody's favorite podcast anymore this way.
Okay, all right. My bad. I digress. No, my bad. I digress. Go ahead. Don't switch it.
Watch. Browns 14, Steelers 10.
Oh, you calling scores? Oh, you
gotta be pounding sand on Lake Erie.
Hey, listen, this game gonna look just like the guy when the Browns unveiled that Dookie Brown looking helmet when he fell off the thing and into the water. That's just gonna be. Yeah, the Browns unveiled a new logo. Yeah, that was a no-go. No offense. Hey, but listen. I got mad love for for some of the players and the owner and all of that. Man, they showed me mad love, bro. But the reason why they show me love is because they know I keep it on the straight team, 14-19, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a homer, but not to a fault. You know what I mean? I'd like to see him win. Okay, since y'all know more than me, that's fine. Tell me, based on what you've seen from the Browns, they're gonna beat the Steelers. Why?
The same way they beat the Green Bay Packers. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, oh man, look at that gray helmet. Oh man, wow. What do that look like? Do that look like? Yeah, hey, excuse me, ma'am. Can you get your dog off my
bro?
Yeah, can you get your dog off my lawn? Anyway, no, I'm gonna take the Browns, man, just because. Go ahead, Double J. You can switch it. I'll take the Browns.
Great business decision.
After the first quarter, he gonna be literally.
After the first quarter, I'm gonna be asleep. I know that much.
I'm muting the group chat. After the first quarter, I'm muting the group chat.
After the first quarter, after the first quarter, like it has been for 50-some years, I'm gonna be watching a musical, West Side Story. Great musical, by the way. Patriots at the Saints. Give me the Patriots. Mike Vrabel, they over there. The Browns should have never let Mike Vrabel get out the building, but that's another story for another day.
Well, hey, we already know why that happens.
Okay. Yeah, right. Got you. Like I said, another story for another day. Yeah. Titans at the Raiders. Yeah, Geno INT, and he can't get it no more from me. Give me the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
Not these Titans, not them Raiders. 49ers at Buccaneers.
Both 4-1. Both 4-1.
What's the line? What happened? What's the line, Double J?
Let's take a look here. It is currently 3.5 for the home team Bucks.
So wait. So
minus 3.5, that is.
What? So why is the line in this one more than what was the other one that was 2.5 or 1.5? What's the other one?
Well, there's I thought we haven't got to that game yet, but you said 2.5.
Remember the one? Go scroll back up.
1.5 is Seahawks Jags.
Yeah, why? I would that to me the 1.5 would be more apropos. This is a pick 'em for real. You don't think?
So according to this, what I have, the implied team totals is 22.25 for the Niners, 25.25 for the Bucks. So 25-22.
And then go back to the totals for Jags. What's the face?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, because that
it is 23-24.5.
The Bucks Niners should be a pick 'em.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? This line flipped from when I got this data. So it went 1.5 from Jacksonville to 1.5 Seattle, basically overnight.
Yeah, see that's why you see what I'm saying, bro. I know I still know a little something. That's why I was going back to it, bro. I don't know. What's the over under Niners Bucks?
Niners Bucks live is 47.5. Same number, coincidentally, as Jags and Seahawks.
Why you think
now, keep this in mind? Right? It's likely Brock Purdy. We know Mike Evans is out. We know Bucky Irving for the Bucks is out also.
As long as they got Shepard, Godwin, Ibuka.
Godwin's out.
Oh, Godwin is out?
Yep. Ricky Pearsall is out for the Niners as well. George Kittle is out for the Niners.
What about Rachaad White? Is that what I'm saying that right? Rachaad White?
Yeah, he's there and he's
playing
starter.
Shepard is there though, right?
Correct. Yep. So it'll be Ibuka and Shepard.
Who's the tight end for Tampa Bay?
Cade Otton.
Is Kittle out for the Niners?
Yes. One more week.
Give me Tampa Bay. Give me the Bucks. And again, let me remind you all, my picks are just for fun. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't look for no patterns and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? When you play some wagers, not on my picks, please. Thank you very much. You have to do that on them. So if you do that, you're responsible for your own picks, right? Bengals or Packers?
Golly.
Yeah, that's why. Hey, Double J, you couldn't see it, but I was pointing like, that.
Yeah, Cincinnati. I'm going with the Bengals.
Okay, what's the line, Double J? Hold up. What's the line?
Line is 14.5 in favor of Green Bay.
But you know what? They're playing in Lambeau.
Even still, it would be, well, if they was playing in Cincinnati, it'd be 19.5. I'm just saying. Gully, hey, it's 14.5, bro. This is the same guy who said Joe Flacco because he got Jamar Chase and Chris Collinsworth on the outside.
I'll tell you this: if he's right, like he said, he will look like quite the guru because that money line is plus 700 right there.
Well, listen, hold up. If he's right, he been eating off the floor. Whatever he eating off the floor, that's if he right, that's because of that. It ain't because he no guru. He ain't Gandhi. That's what I'm saying. Kevin the Gandhi. Anyway, yeah, give me the Packers. Talking about
Packers
Joe Flacco.
2-1-1. Bengals 2-3.
Talking about Joe Flacco gonna go throw for 417 yards and 18 touchdowns. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco gonna have a Jim Marshall moment. With all due respect to Jim Marshall, he's running the wrong way. He's running the wrong way. That's what he's gonna have. That's what he's gonna have. One of them type of moments. Lions at the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, with all due respect to Patty Ice.
Hey, I gotta say real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you ain't.
I was wrong.
That ain't nothing new. That ain't
so
nothing new.
Look at your picks. So earlier this year, I think I had written off the 49ers. I thought their window had closed. At 4-1, they're very good this year. If not, they kind of like.
I mean, wow! It took a rocket scientist from Houston to tell us at 4-1 that they're very good. Wow, that was a major announcement.
Make it pick.
Did you hear him? At 4-1, they're very good. Yeah, okay, Booger McFarland.
Make it pick.
But thank you for that. Thank you for that interruption. You know, we interrupt your broadcast to bring you the 49ers are 4-1 and they're very good. Thank you. Yeah, man. I think the Chiefs window is closing. What's the line, Double J? Lions at the Chiefs.
Chiefs are favored by 2.5.
Oh, that's disrespectful. So who out for the Lions then?
Looks like Terrion Arnold.
They ain't missing nothing with him. Mr. Grab and Go. My gosh, how did he make the team? I'm serious. No, I'm not being facetiousing. How did he make the team, bro? He hold on every play. Even when he on the sideline, he be holding. This dude right here, man, Terrion Arnold. And they got the nerve to be complaining like it wasn't me. Yeah, it was you. Oh, he's out. That ain't missing nothing. That's why I'm picking the Lions in this one, because he out.
Take a look at that comment from Detroit fan, man.
What Detroit fan? Throw it on the screen, Double J. Looks like the whole Lions secondary is injured. No matter who you take the over. Oh, okay.
Coincidentally, to his point, I was going to mention this. I believe this is the highest total of the day. It started, I remember, at 50, but now it's at 52.5. I'll double check that, actually.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something about Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a football coach. Now they're like, wow, you saying that like he coaches
Breaking news, Dan Campbell is a football coach. We interrupted this broadcast to realize that Dan Campbell is a football coach.
Yeah, I walked right into that one.
No injection TV sets, folks. Sit down. You might want to be careful. Barbershop's got some breaking news for us regarding the Detroit Lions football team. Barbershop, you want to get us with that breaking news?
Yeah.
Double J, you're from Michigan. I don't know if you know this or not, but go ahead, tell us.
Okay. Kill the laugh track. Oh, please. No, that laugh track. That laugh track is kind of nasty. Yeah, I mean, once or twice, but that's ad nauseum. What I'm saying is, let me add context. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Context, you ain't let me add, but go ahead.
Because you're trying to. Dan Campbell reminds me of, or puts me in the same mindset of, see how I said that same thing twice, but I inverted and converted. You know what I'm trying to say?
And didn't say nothing. If you let us cuss on the show, I'll tell you what we really said, but that's what the fans were talking.
Okay.
All right, but go ahead.
At the end of the day, I'm picking the Lions because Dan Campbell is a football coach. Dan Campbell is a football coach. Yeah, give me the Lions no matter what. Bills
Circle
Falcons.
the wagons, baby.
Oh, here we go.
Shout out, brother Rich. Yep, circle the wagons, baby.
Yeah, what's
Buffalo.
the line? What's the line
Buffalo, it don't no line, no over, no under, just no more points will be in the column for the Bills than the Atlanta Falcons for tomorrow. Circle
I know
the
you,
wagons.
I know you lying.
Bills.
I know you lying.
Okay, yeah, pick the Falcons. Go
What's
ahead.
the line, Double J? Tell me what the line is. I bet you it ain't what you think it is. You think
I don't care what the line is. I'm saying the Bills will score more points tomorrow than the football Falcons.
What's the line, Double J?
To Gully's point here, they are 4.5 point favorites. Buffalo is.
Yeah. Go ahead, pick the Falcons. Go ahead. Show us your expertise.
Well, I never said that. I know I ain't no expert. I'll be the first one to tell you I ain't no expert. I just play one on TV.
Your pick about to prove it.
I'm picking the Bills. Pick the Bills. That's a safe pick. Bears at the Commanders.
Ooh.
This is tougher than what you might think, bro. What's the line, Double J?
Now that number has since changed to 4.5.
Give me the Commanders. Whoa. Is Scary Terry playing?
No.
Dang. And Eckler is out for the season, ain't he?
Yes.
Dang.
They're still somewhat using a trio or.
Yeah. But they at home. I don't know, man. Roma Dunze and DJ Moore, though, man, they starting to click with Caleb, look like to me.
Well, if you remember, this also rematch of last year's game that had that.
Oh, give me the Bears. That's all I needed. Thank you. Give me the Bears. Why are you saving the picks and we don't have all of the picks in, young fella?
Because you got to save it so that way if the website reboots or if you lose power like you do, then we can't
Okay, but it's still on the screen if you know what I mean. And you don't save until after you're done.
No, you're saving progress so that way you don't get to
I don't save in progress. I save it after I'm done.
That's why you
that's the save button is at the bottom for a reason when it's all done.
Dag save your progress in progress so that way you ain't got to.
Well, okay, so is it a law all over again? Is it a law against me saving it at the end?
No, there is.
Okay, well then I'm saving it at the end.
There's a strategy that helps you to save.
First of all, I don't need
so that way.
He picked the commander. First of all, thank you for interrupting that unstrategic strategization and whatever that was.
It's called strategery.
Oh wow, okay, gotcha.
That's what I say. It's called strategery.
Yeah,
people know what I mean when I say that.
Okay, sounds like something that got powdered sugar on it to me. Go ahead, Double J. It's one more, ain't it?
That was Thursday's game.
Double J.
Yeah, I don't know why they list Thursday's game as part of because I thought Thursday begins the next week.
Yeah, why do they do that?
Yeah, I thought Thursday.
Hey, listen, no, I tried to do that already, Double J. It won't let you go to the next week until that week is completely over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Thursday night football is part of. All right.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like working third shift. Like you get off and go to work in the same day.
Yeah, that's the trick. Actually,
that's what I'm dealing with. Deborah, did y'all get to all of the comments? My gosh, I see 100 comments up here. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. No, you
Chiefs
didn't.
are overrated.
No,
Commanders.
the Chiefs are overrated. Yeah, okay. The
Commanders.
Oh, he said the Chiefs are overrated. Commanders. Okay, got you. All right. Okay. Well, there you have it. That was the BSJ's Week 6 NFL Pick'ems. And again, if you mess up on your picks or whatever, don't blame me. You know what I'm saying?
Even though you told these people to pick these people.
I said these are my picks. This is who I'm picking. I didn't tell them to be picking who I'm picking.
Hey, go ahead and pick the Eagles over the Giants.
Well, why don't you get an Afro pick? You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of this.
Wait a minute. That game is already. Oh, you can't pick that.
Oh, duh. Oh, my gosh. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Got you.
So what they do is they'll throw. Okay, so they'll throw the games that are concluded for the week below the games yet to be played.
Oh, you just now saw that, huh? Imagine
Hold
that.
on. Did you not seconds ago ask the same question why when I asked that?
No,
I said,
said,
why did they do that?
No,
Yes, you did.
That's not what I was saying. Why too?
No, Double J, please. Yeah, run the tape back.
Don't run nothing back.
No, run the tape back.
No, tell that. How about that? You understand me? Anywho, that's it. Understand me? We're not doing this no more. And on that note, I'll leave you with this quote. People act like mirrors. Friends reflect your good qualities, and enemies your faults. Let me read that again. People act like mirrors. Friends reflect your good qualities, and the enemies reflect your faults. It's been fun, but we got to run.
Co-hosts like these, who needs enemies?
Okay, yeah, right. Got you. Anyway, they all sleep now. They tired, bro. You can tell they rubbing their eyes. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out at 9:30 on the PM side right here. You understand me, on the yard, or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and make sure you when you're over at the YouTube, that is, you hit the subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And TikTok Live Studio. Shout out again.
Did you get a code to me? But we'll get it back.
I did send the code.
I told you, look, check the chat.
I ain't checking. You checking all of that. You know, boy, you about to get checked on the head, boy. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, B Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla! No shenanigans. I said end the stream, man. What you doing?